Hello and welcome to week number 1 of the Video Game Casters Cup. I'm AlphaPhoebe, and this week I'm going to be going up against MajorBowman, who is the coach of the 5-move Volcaronas. Jake is a video game caster, I am a Go caster, so I'm feeling already at a bit of a disadvantage, and he has a very scary team. Let's go through it pretty quickly before I get into the 6 Pokemon that I'm going to be bringing this week. So first off, you got Chien-Pao, Dark and Ice type, physical attacker, very scary, Sucker Punch, hard-hitting moves. Definitely have to look out for this S-tier pick. Then up next, we have Farigiraf. Has a number of different abilities here: Armor Tail, Sap Sipper, Cudchew. I'm not really expecting Armor Tail against me. I don't have that many priority moves. Sap Sipper, Cudchew. I probably expect Cudchew if anything, because I don't have that many offensive grass options on my team besides Amoonguss. Farigiraf's going to be around using Trick Room, Foul Play, Hyper Voice, maybe with Throw Spray. I have a little bit of knowledge about Farigiraf because it was on my team last year, but I unfortunately was unable to pick it up this year as a Trick Room setter for myself. Alright, following that is Gengar. 1 ability, Cursed Body, that's all I need to worry about. Fairly fast, but my threats are a little bit faster than this Gengar, so I'm not too worried about it. I know it can be used a little bit more supportively as well. I'm not 100% sure he's going to be bringing it this week, but definitely something on my radar. Hariyama, I feel like, is going to be a for sure bring for Jake. It's a physical attacker, which isn't amazing into my team, but I feel like the fighting type is going to be good, as well as having access to Fake Out. Let me double check that really quick. So yeah, having access to Fake Out did confirm that real quick, and going to potentially be a bit of a scary threat to my team. However, I do have 2 ghost types, so I don't know entirely if it's as big of a threat as it might be. I'm kind of waffling here. Again, showing my lack of expertise. Another Pokemon I'm definitely keeping an eye on and do expect to come is Blastoise. Blastoise will wall off my water type damage and potentially dish out a good amount itself. It has access to Shell Smash, so it has the ability to really up its speed here. Of course, it's pretty slow naturally, but with Shell Smash activated, it would be a pretty fast threat. And outside of my 2, outside of the water types that I'm going to be bringing, little clue ahead, I don't think that I have too many resistances, so I'll have to be a little bit careful about what I put in front of this Blastoise. I think this is actually the Pokemon I'm the most afraid of, and it is because of its immense speed. So Hisuian Electrode has a base speed of 150, which outspeeds everything that I have. So I expect this to possibly be Choice Scarfed, and in that case, it would be able to outspeed my booster speed Fluttermane, and therefore be able to control the speed of play, the pace of play here, because it has access to Electro Web, which will lower the speed of my Pokemon in return. It's not that threatening otherwise besides speed control, but I think it's a must bring for Jake here. Ditto's not a Pokemon that I really put too much time into prepping for. It's not one of his higher tier picks, and I don't think it necessarily goes that well into my team, but I could be proven wrong. Scraggy can come, does have Intimidate, but I think Jake has a better Intimidate user, and I'd be surprised if he went for double Intimidate, but definitely an option. It's not his strongest Intimidator, which would be Arcanine Hisui, aka Hisuian Arcanine. I think this Pokemon will be coming for sure. It's fire type damage will work quite well with Blastoise to try to cover for my Amoonguss, and rock type damage also does pretty strongly into my team. Rock Slide potentially, maybe some other options available. Another physical attacker, which is a pretty common thread you'll see here. Following up is Dragonite. This Pokemon I'm definitely expecting. It's such a good all-arounder. Inner Focus I'd be surprised to bring. I'd be surprised by, because I don't think it's very great into my team. I don't have a Fake Out user or an Intimidator, so I think Multiscale is going to be the ability of choice here. It's a very strong physical attacker, but can also be made into special. Potential special Dragonite, I would think that it's not, but Jake definitely has some options to try to get some more special attackers onto his list. Of course, he does have that Gengar, which I covered before, which would be one good option for him, as well as I guess the Fergraph as well. It's a special based attacker. Dragonite also has access to extreme speed, potentially Terra Normal here for that same type attack bonus to really dish out some hard hitting, but I do have 2 ghost types on my side, so might not actually be what Jake opts for here. We'll see. We do have Flapple up next. I really didn't prep for this Pokemon. It is another physical attacker, but his team's already so physically based. I would be surprised to see this come. And last but not least, the oh, do I not have it? Oh, maybe it's on the other side. One second, let me scroll through these. There it is. It's Trapinch. Trapinch is another Pokemon I don't expect to see. As Arena Trap, so theoretically he could use it for some sort of Perish Trap shenanigans, but again, I'd be a little bit surprised to see it come. Alrighty, so that is Jake's team. Let me go ahead and Amoonguss gonna be pretty good onto this team, running maybe a little bit of a strange set with Rain Dance, but you'll see why that is a bit later. Orthworm is a interesting pick that I decided to bring because it is extremely physically defensive. Iron Defense Body Press might be pretty good, with some more cheesy options with Protect and Substitute behind. Earth Eater means it's going to be really good next to Rhyperior, and I didn't actually bring my Trick Room setter here, so realistically I think Orthworm, Rhyperior mostly come out in a if I am expecting Jake to bring Trick Room, if I see the Fergraph, if I see some of his slower Pokemon like Hariyama, and Terra Fairy just because it resists fighting. But let me see if there's another. Oh, right. I didn't want to make it Terra Flying because that would make me weak to Electric, so I went Fairy instead. And it also is neutral ground type. Doesn't matter because I'm Earth Eater. Up next is Rhyperior. I opted for Reckless, and my held item is Life Orb, so that means Double Edge is going to do a lot of damage if I can get it to land on something. Rock Slide, Earthquake, Protect. I went Terra Water here. Makes me weak to that Hisuian Electrode, but I was already weak to its Grass type damage, so it just makes my matchup into his Ice type damage from the Chien-Pao or the Fire type damage from the Arcanine. Just a little bit better. Fluttermane going for Terra Fairy here. I didn't really see much reason to go for a defensive type. Going for Moonblast, Protect, Icy Wind, Taunt. In case I'm not bringing my counter Trick Room variant or mode. I expect the Fergraph to potentially be with Mental Herb, but might as well bring the Taunt just in case that ends up being useful. Booster Energy, Speed is my highest stat, so it's Booster Energy Speed. I've got, hopefully, enough defense EVs to survive a Sucker Punch. We'll see if that ends up mattering. Basket Legion, another Water Terra. I have a lot of them on my team. Last Respects, Wave Crash, Aqua Jet Flip Turn, got Choice Band, so going to be doing a lot of damage, even into a resisted hits onto Hisuian Electrode. And last but not least, Talonflame. Priority at full health with Gale Wings gets me a Prio Tailwind, which is really nice. Flare Blitz, Brave Bird, and Rain Dance again for the Swift Swim for this Basket Legion. So if I can get up Rain, not only am I going to be reducing the amount of damage that his Arcanine's going to be putting off, but it also means that I'm going to be putting out more damage with my Basket Legion as well. Brave Bird for super effective, and then Terra Steel because I felt like having a resistance to ice, having a resistance to rock was going to be really nice. And his only options to hit super effective into steel, because he doesn't really have he doesn't have a ground type, but I'm sure he has some coverage somewhere, but I'd be surprised if he ever threw it into Talonflame, is fighting. And again, you have flying type normally, so if he throws that, be a little bit surprised. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a quick break so that I can get the match set up with Jake. Alrighty, we are ready. Let me send Jake my Terra types. Sure, we are recording. There's my Terras. We choose my team. Alrighty. Good luck, have fun. You too. That's good music. Preparation's complete. Alright, we got Farigiraf, Blastoise, Arcanine, Chien-Pao, Dragonite, Electrode. So I think I figured out a lot of the right things. Let me write down Farigiraf, Blastoise, Arcanine, Chien, Dragonite, and Electrode. I think I'm gonna start off game one with probably Fast in the front and a Moongus Bask in the back. And then we can try like a fakey Trick Room team game two. Woo, I'm nervous. I've not recorded myself doing these battles ever, so we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty fast to making decisions. I'll probably be pretty awful at explaining them. Alright. Alright. Farigiraf is grass. Blastoise is grass. Arcanine is grass. So he leaned into the grass Terra types heavy. Chien-Pao is stellar. Dragonite is flying. Electrode is electric. Okay, that's good to know, because if it's in front of my Talonflame, D-Knight and Electrode. Okay, so speed control is available. Dragonite is flying. He'll see that I am booster speed. Okay. I can go Tailwind first. I'll have Prio. I've got Sash. I'm expecting Electrode to go Electro Web. I just don't... Also, just Brave Bird. Oh gosh. Actually, let's... Flare Blitz doesn't get Prio, shoot. Let's go Tailwind into Icy Wind. See what happens. Dragonite goes out. In comes Arcanine. So I've lowered speed one stage. Intimidate into the Talon is fine. Tailwind goes up. I should outspeed now. Icy Wind comes through to lower theirs. No Terra from the Electrode is a little bit unfortunate. I could have just Brave Birded. Electroweb doesn't even knock me down to Sash. Let's go ahead and give... I don't know if I outspeed still. Let's give a Flare Blitz into the Electrode. And let's go into the Amoonguss here. Actually, let's go into the Amoonguss here. I doubt he attacks there. And let's protect here. Okay, so Talon goes out. Talon was really just a threat of a Electroweb. Protect. Leaf Storm. Okay, so he's not banned. Rock Slide. Okay, so Amoonguss has to take that, but that's not the end of the world. Alright, so now I want to... I think he's probably going to Rock Slide again, so I think I'm pretty comfortable doing that to get rid of the Electrode. Okay, so I still outspeed. Oh, that just knocks out. Okay. So now I'm pollen puffing into a fire type and rock type, which does nothing. Wait, my Amoonguss outspeeds. Okay. This is gonna do some damage. Alright. I outspeed still, which means if he's coming into Dragonite, I think I Spore the Dragonite slot and I Icy Wind. The Dragonite slot can switch into something, but it would, no matter what, get slept. I'm not getting Rain Dance up here, which isn't great. And I'm potentially losing both Rain Dance users here this turn, but I think sleeping the Dragonite will be nice. And the Arcanine doesn't really threaten my, unless it's got Terra Blast. It probably has Terra Blast. I need to be writing down these moves. Leaf. Terra Flying, that's fine. Storm. Electrode also has Electroweb. So that's still super effective on the Dragonite, but it's really just chip damage. Arcanine has Rock Slide. And Spore puts the Dragonite to sleep. And Rock Slide's probably going to take, I think, the KO on the Flutter. Oh, okay, Lumberry. So, Lumberry. And Terra Blasts the Flutter main. Okay. He has no Terra Normals. Rock Slide into that. Picks up the knockout. So maybe Banned? My Tailwind has petered. I think we Terra the Talon? And I am banned on my Basque, so no matter what I'm doing, it's the last thing I do. So let's go ahead and Terra, steal. We Rain Dance and Wave Crash? No, I don't think that makes sense. Let's Brave Bird the actually Bravebird, they're both same damage, potentially burns. Let's do that onto the Dragonite. Let's, oh shoot, need a Terra. Flare Billets, battle, last respects, there. So this will allow my Talon to easily survive a Rock Slide if that is what's coming out. And then I'm going for the last respects in case there's a Terra from the Arcanine here, which I'm kind of expecting. Locking into last respects is not great for me, but we'll see. Oh, the burn! Giga Brain, that's why I chose Flare Blitz as opposed to Brave Bird. Last respects come out next. If it's Xianpao, I'm kind of toast, I think. Let's see where he targeted with this. Terra Blast is flying, so it's resisted by my Talonflame. Does it pick up the knockout? It doesn't. That's actually potentially huge. What's he got in the back? Xianpao. Last Respects is really strong, though. But he does have Sucker Punch. Alright, let's go ahead and Flare Blitz the Qianpao and Last Respects the Qianpao. I think this is my only hope, and I have to hope that I survive. I don't think I'm gonna survive, because it's, I put full speed, so if he Sucker Punches, I think I lose this. So I think he's probably Sucker Punches. Let me write down. D-Knight has Terra Blast. Sucker Punch into Basque, picks up the knockout. That makes sense. And he's gotta be Sash, and I'm gonna knock myself out anyways with this. Maybe tearing. Oh, that picks up the knockout. And I probably pick up the knockout myself. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, close one. Oh, one Pokemon left. Well played. You lost to Jake? I wonder if that's why his name is that way. I think I made some really good reads. I just didn't quite do enough. Would you like to click battling? Yes, same rules. I feel like Fluttermane didn't do enough for me there. I think I was clicking Icy Wind too much, and I should have been clicking Moonblast. It's good to know that I outspeed. I think I might switch up the backline a little bit. And I really liked my lead. I'll probably do the same, because although I didn't think we go Amoonguss and Orthworm? Or Hyperior? Hyperior's worse, and the Blastoise is kind of questionable because I have Terra Water on it. Okay, let's try this. I don't know if I'll regret not going for Orthworm here because the Steel with leftovers is kind of nice. Such a good physical wall. He didn't end up going for Trick Room. He might be going Trick Room game 2, in which case Rhyperior's great, but I wish I went Rhyperior and Orthworm in the back instead of Amoonguss. But I mean, Amoonguss is nice and slow anyway, so it'll be okay. Alrighty, game 2. This is Jake. Is it Jake? Okay. Arcanine and Electro this time. Talon Flutter. Talon Flame's attack dropped. Okay, so it's not Sash, so I outspeed with that. I think it's just a Flare Blitz Moonblast angle to guarantee the knockout. Oh, it outspeeds my Talon. Shoot. But I have Sash. I've got Sash for just this reason. I'm gonna knock myself out. But that's actually not the end of the world. Oh, he's got Aftermath, which doesn't do anything because it just deals damage to me, alright? But I knock myself out anyways with Flare Blitz. Arcanine goes Flare Blitz this time. Gets the one-hit knockout. That's not good. 2 for 1. Much better start for him here. And I took out the Electrode. Dragonite. Superior comes out. Dragonite's going to be faster. He has Terra Grass on the Arcanine. I didn't get up Tailwind. I don't think Rage Powder is necessary, so I think I just Spore the Dragonite slot and hit the Rock Slide. I don't think Terra is super necessary right now. Though, do I Terra the Amoonguss? I think I do, because I'm threatened by the flying type and the fire type, so that just makes so much sense. He's Terraing as well. It's the Dragonite into flying, so it's a good defensive Terra by me. This is not looking great. Terra Blast, so good call. Does he double the Amoonguss? Oh, the crit. Flare Blitz is resisted. 5 HP! The crit matters for sure. Rocky Helmet's nice. Rock Slide probably picks up the knockout there. Does not into Dragonite though, which is unfortunate. Put the Dragonite to sleep though, which is fine. Oh right, Lumberry. I forgot. Okay, so Dragonite's the fastest thing. Chien-Pao's gonna outspeed it. I think I just have to Spore here, right? Or not Spore, I have to Rage Powder. I don't think Rock Slide matters. I would need to hit twice, because, like, Chien-Pao's probably sashed, right? Oh, but it's Rocky Helmet. Oh, wait, if I had double-edged... Oh, shoot. But I'm slower, it doesn't matter. If I had Protect... But I don't have Protect. Sounds gonna be a very quick O2, unfortunately, it would seem. Lumberry is smart, but it gets the knockout. Surely the single super effective Icicle Crash or Ice Spinner or whatever he's opted for doesn't pick up the knockout into my really bulky Rhyperior, and I definitely just... Okay, this is kind of troll. But like, I don't know. Why not? See what he's gonna do. Icicle Crash. If that like made him hurt himself, that would be insane tech, but... Alrighty. GG's. I'm pretty sure this knocks out. I'm really physically bulky, but it's super effective damage from Shampoo. GG's. You lost to Jake? How could I? Alright, well, GG's, Jake. That's gonna be it for round number 1 of the VG Caster Cup. I'll be posting each of these. I think we're running them 2 weeks behind we play them, so this will be coming out in about 2 weeks' time. Hopefully I can turn it around in week number 2. If you are interested in seeing the rest of these videos, make sure you subscribe. I cannot say I will have further content coming out, but I will be posting the rest of my battles from this draft league. You can find me on Twitter, twitter.com/alphaphoebe, and you can find me on the official broadcasts on the Pokemon Go side of things, if you are so inclined. Have a good rest of your evening, or day, or morning, or whenever you are in World of Life. This is the first YouTube video I've ever uploaded with, like, commentary, so forgive me. And I'll see you at the next one. Bye!